Welcome back. In this video we will talk about scatter plots. So what is a scatter plot? A scatter plot is a two-dimensional data visualization technique that uses dots to represent the values obtained from two different variables. So one feature will be your x coordinate and another feature will be your y coordinate. I have given an example of weight and height. So let's say this is my sample data that I have created for weight 3 kg, height 1.5 feet, probably a newly born kid. Then in a similar fashion for a 60 kg adult, its height is 5.5 feet. So how do I plot it? It's simply, if I take this weight on x-axis and height on y-axis, I can simply plot it by 3 kgs, 3 and 1.5. So 3 is lying somewhere here because here one unit scale is 10 kgs. So for this, its height is this here. For 15 kg, 3 feet here. 40 and 4.5 here. 60 and 5.5 here. So simply I have shown you how a scatter plot is drawn, and if you want to fit a line just to analyze how the patterns are going, you can simply do it like this. So this kind of plot is also known as correlation plots, because how two variables, how two features varies with each other, it kinds of represent that pattern and that thing. So let's see how scatter plots are plotted with respect to the same data that we have. So to use scatter plots, you can use Seaborn library, and .scatterplot will plot the scatter plot for you, where on x-axis you give the variable, you give the feature name. I have given garage cars, and on the y-axis I am plotting my garage cars with respect to sales price, and with that you have to pass the data frame, right? So you can see here, when the garage cars were 0, your property price, sales price is very low. Now as the garage cars increasing, you can see the sales price is also increasing. When it is 2, it's on a bigger scale, and for 3 it is the maximum, right? Now we have 4, right? When you have 4 cars, probably there are places in real life, we know that in countryside where the cost is very cheap, right, for buying a property, probably that kind of property is also there in the data, right? This is one way of plotting scatter plots. You can also use reg plots. It is also a form of scatter plot only, but that you can give fit also. It is fitting a line also here. So if you just want to use this scatter plot, you can either use a scatter plot, but if you want to fit a line, I suggest you use reg plots, and these reg plots can also be used as scatter plots if you give this fit underscore reg is equals to false. You can see it will so it is working as a scatter plot itself, right? So now I have plotted some scatter plots for overall quality that we found out has the best correlation with sales price, then with the living area, garage area, full bath, year built, and you can see how every feature is varying with respect to the sales price. So with overall quality, you can see there's an increasing trend. Then with the living area, it's like this also. It's like the same, right? Because both have very high correlation with respect to the sales price. Then you have garage area, full bath. So not just with the target feature, with the sales price, you may want to plot scatter plots between different features. Like we talked about multi-collinearity, right? With garage cars and the garage area. So I have plotted it here, and you can see that it's again on an increasing trend. As the garage cars are increasing, as the garage area is increasing, you can see the garage cars are also increasing. So not just with the sales price, we may want to visualize other patterns also, because this multi-collinearity, like we talked about, we have to remove this. So either we will take garage cars or garage area, and now that from the scatter plots we know that yes, both are correlated to each other. Visualizing these things not only meant for correlation, but the another factor is to analyze any outlier in the data. So if you look here, you can see that in the living area there's one property that has a very big living area, but the price is not very high, right? In fact, prices are low. Similarly, like this, which are falling out of pattern. So in the later stages, either we may want to remove these two properties, because this may affect the performance of our model. So similarly, we have one property here where garage area is very big, some 2-3 properties you can see, but the sales price are not high. It's absolutely falling out of the pattern of my regular data. So we will analyze while building model these kind of properties, we will keep in mind, and we will remove this if needed to increase the performance of the model. Okay, so just not only the correlation or how two features varies with each other, but you will also get to know about possible outliers that are here in the data. So that's it in the scatter plots. I will see you in the next video.